everyone. Welcome back to the Midlife Mom. So happy that you are tuning in and joining me today. Why don't you make yourself a cup of tea or maybe a cup of coffee, sit down in a nice comfy chair, and let's have a chat. Today I decided to talk about self-care because it's kind of a trending thing that so many influencers are promoting. And what does that even mean? And when you watch what some of the younger women are doing, they're using a lot of different gadgets. There's red light therapy and different face massagers and skin serums and all the things. It's quite overwhelming for somebody that's our age that's really just maybe thinking about trying some new things. Well, I just thought that I could share what I'm doing. It's very basic, but since I'm on my own journey and I'm open to hearing about what everyone else is doing. So if you have any tips or tricks or suggestions, leave that in the comments below. And I would love to hear from you. And even if you don't have any tips or tricks, I would love to know where you're tuning in from. Wherever you're listening in, let us know. So over the winter, I had a really bad dermatitis outbreak around my nose. And so I couldn't wear anything on my face. I had to take everything right to the basics. And so I just was using an Aveeno and a moisturizer and face wash. That was it. That's all I could wear. If I put any makeup on, I would just re-break out. So that was about the extent of it for the whole winter, and it finally did clear up, thank goodness. And my daughter-in-law suggested that I try this new line that she's has a little side business. So her and my husband, her husband, my son, gifted me some products just to try. So this isn't a promotion or anything like that. It's just sharing what I've been doing and caring for myself and prioritizing my health and looking at what I could be doing versus what I have been doing. And sometimes at this age, when we get to our 50s, we've kind of gotten in a rut where we've just let ourselves go. We're not doing proper skincare. We're not taking care of our teeth. We're not eating properly. We don't rest properly. There's just so many factors. And you hear about people that once they get to 65, they're ready to retire. And then the next thing you know, they have all these issues that pop up. And so I just want to be proactive. I have the time right now. I'm an empty nester. And so I just want to start. And what do you do but just start, jump in. So here we go. So basically I had tried this calendula oil. So if I wasn't moisturizing with the Aveeno, maybe once a week I would put a few drops of this in the palm of my hand, massage it all over my face, and it's good for skin irritations, any kind of issues like that. And it was from the pharmacy line, and it was very good. I still have quite a bit left because you only need a few drops. So it worked. It didn't flare me up. That was wonderful. And something that I was so pleased with, because you know, when you get to our age, we start to have a lot of fine lines and even bigger lines, and we don't want to emphasize those. And I am so happy to have tried this CC Cream BB cream. I've reordered them, and I will not go back to wearing foundation because this is a tinted moisturizer, and I feel like it suits me at this age so much better than a heavy foundation. I was having such a hard time. I tried different foundations, and I was really struggling to find something that didn't settle in my lines, didn't look heavy, or was too light and cakey. And the first time I wore this, my husband actually, I came out, we were going to go out on a date, out for a dinner date. And he said to me, he was like, wow, your skin looks so nice and fresh and it's like glowy. And I thought, wow, he actually noticed. And he said it looked glowy. Okay, so that won me over. That convinced me that this product worked. Now, if you use a CC cream already, could you leave what you're using in the comments? I'd be so interested on any suggestions because, like I said, I've never tried a BB cream or a CC cream before. It's new to me. So I would be very, very grateful if you would do that. So that's what I put on my face as like a base, a foundation. And then I just have a CoverGirl Peach Pink blush. And I go ahead and I put this on. Now this is I don't wear makeup to work. So this would just be out around town, out with my husband, to church, any kind of outing like that. I just put my little bit of blush on and that's that. And that was just a CoverGirl. I tried different products. I'm not really committed to any one makeup line. Some people are, I'm sure, have been using certain things for years, but not me. I'm willing to try new things and experiment because sometimes you have to know what's going to work or what's going to look good on you, especially as you age. My grandmother's Italian. Well, she died before Christmas. And when she was in her 70s, she was 93 when she died. But when she was in her 70s, I was out shopping with her one day and we were looking at some cute things. And she said to me, oh, this is so cute. And I said, oh, I can't wear that. You know, it wouldn't look good on me. I'm getting too old. I'm too chubby. I'm this, I'm that. And she said, you're only this age once, so enjoy it. And I never forgot that. So I hope that that is the theme in this video today. I labeled it that it would be an opportunity for me to remind you to stop it. So stop the negative talk about, I'm too old, I'm not young anymore, I've let myself go, whatever all the things are. I'm chubby, I'm overweight. I mean, we're always struggling with something and how we look at ourselves. But you have what you have. And it's okay to feel good, even if you don't have the perfect body shape or you have a lot of wrinkles or whatever the circumstances are. You're only this age once. So just enjoy it and stop all the negativity. So this, my grandmother was Italian, so I'm half Italian. And so I put a little bit of this mascara on. I don't need to curl my lashes. I never have because they've always been super long, dark. And this is a Rimmel Scandalous Eye mascara. And so, how has your week been? We're going through a bit of a heat wave up here in Canada. How is it where you live? Has it been super hot? I went to a house today to take care of a senior couple and they didn't have any air conditioning. They just had some fans and it was pretty rough. Thank God for modern conveniences that we actually have air conditioning in our house because it was so nice to come home. So that's what I do just for this part of my face. And the last product that I was gifted from my daughter-in-law through the pharmacy line is this Lip Plumper Gloss. And it's kind of like not maybe a plum, but those tones. I can't read what the color is. I'm so sorry because I don't have my glasses on, but it's such a pretty color, and it goes really nice with my skin, and it's just a mid-tone. And there you go. Can you see that? So that's basically all that I do for my face. My sister's a hairdresser, and she said to me, because I have dry hair, I dye my hair, obviously, because, you know, once you get into your 50s, you have a lot of gray hair. So you have to make a choice. You just go natural or you dye. So I'm dyeing my hair. And lots of times it gets dried out. So she said to me, stop washing your hair so much. Once a week, try going just to once a week. And so I do try to do that. Of course, with my job, I tend to have to wash it more than once a week. But anyways, so I really cut back on the washings and let the natural oils come through my hair. And my daughter-in-law suggested I try the extensive repair shampoo and hair mask. So I've been trying that. But the one thing that I did like about that line was the leave-in repair conditioner. So I wash my hair, I put the conditioner in, and then I massage this leave-in conditioner. And I just let my hair air dry if I'm staying home that night, and very, very nice. It really helps with the frizzies. I wear my hair up all day at work. I keep it pulled back, wear it up in a bun or a ponytail, and so it just kind of keeps it tamed, especially in this summer heat. And I was at a client's this past few days, a couple days ago, and I was telling her about some different things that I've been up to. We've been biking and this new adventure, and she was so excited. And she's in her 80s, and she was like, oh, what it would be like, what I was doing at 50, what it would be like, you know, to be your age again, and all the things I could do and the possibilities. And then she said, if I was 70, I just was thinking about all the things I was still doing at 70. And so it really made me reflect on our perspective. What perspective do we have? Are we grateful? You know, we're only this age once. So somebody that's 80 or 90, they look at, you know, people that are younger, you know, in their 50s or 60s, and they think, wow, what I could do if I was just 10 years younger, 5 years younger, 20 years younger. And so, you know, we just have to make sure that we are appreciating this season of our life, and that we are living it to the fullest, because you can't go back to the past. You can't relive things. It's just today and forward, making the best of the season that we're in, and being thankful and grateful that we're here, that we have our health. My husband and I, we have our health. We're trying to rejuvenate our life again and realize that, you know, we're in a season where we can put back into us, into our empty nest. We can just pick up and go and do things. And so we're just breathing new life into that part, into our marriage, into ourselves individually, nurturing things that maybe we have let go to the wayside. So I hope that my journey is encouraging you. And I'm not on the all me. I'm just saying that it's okay to reprioritize taking care of ourselves, to making sure that we're healthy. And, you know, you kind of get to this point and you think, if I don't take care of me, who is going to? Only I can eat healthy. Only I can take care of my skin, take care of my teeth, making sure I'm resting, getting my rest, and my, you know, all the things. So this is the journey I'm on. And I hope that it is inspiring you. to take better care of yourself, to stop maybe the bad routines, the neglect, the things that you're doing that aren't beneficial for your health, and take care of you. You're only this age once. So I just want to thank you for joining in today, this Sunday. And I hope that you've got plans for this day and that you're going to have a great day. And this week coming is going to be great. I'm cheering for you. I'm praying for you. And I hope that you will come back next week. Bye-bye for now. And I'll see you soon. Take care.